So, good morning everyone. My name is Mabel D. Lato and I am the first reporter of the Unit 5 titled Passenger on the Top Cover, Failure to Provide Canvas Cover to Cargoes, Permitting a Passenger to Ride on Running Board, Step Board, or Mudguard. First is we have passengers on the top cover of a vehicle. So, in terms of violations, allowing passengers to ride on the roof, top cover of a vehicle is dangerous and often illegal. And its possible risk is very high. For example, like falling, severe injuries, or death in case of sudden stops or turns. And for its legal implications, most traffic laws prohibit carrying passenger outside the designated seating area. And second is failure to provide canvas cover to cargo. And in terms of violation also, transporting cargo, especially loose or hazardous materials, without canvas or tarpaulin cover. Risk: cargo may fall off, causing road hazards. Environmental pollution like dust or spillage. Damage to goods from weather. And its legal implication is often penalized under vehicle road safety or environmental protection laws. And third is permitting a passenger to ride on running board, step board, or mudguard. And its violation is letting people ride on external parts of a vehicle not meant for passenger use. Risk: extremely unsafe, no protection or restraints, like high likelihood of falling, especially in motion. And its legal implication considered reckless, negligent driving, can lead to fines, license suspension, or worse, in an injury occurs under Philippine law, specifically the Land Transportation and Traffic Code or Republic Act number 4136 as amended by BP 398. The matters you raised are clearly addressed in section 32. So, for more information about Republic Act number 4136 or the Land Transportation and Traffic Code as amended by Batas Pambansa BLG 398, Section 32, it primarily addresses regulations regarding exceeding motor vehicles registered carrying capacity, including passenger and freight heights. In Section 32, it outlines several key provisions. First is operating a vehicle with more passengers, freight, or cargo that is registered capacity is prohibited. Second, for public utility vehicles, the conductor is responsible for violations related to exceeding capacity and must have a valid Land Transportation Office issued license or permit. Third is riding on the cover or top of a vehicle is not permitted for passengers, but baggage or freight can be carried on top of a truck under specific weight and distribution conditions. Fourth is drivers are not allowed to let anyone ride on the running board, step board, or mudguard, or a moving vehicle. So, Batas Pambansa BLG 398 made amendments to Republic Act 4136 including updating regulations on the validity and renewal of driver's license and conductor's permits. Section 32's rules on vehicle capacity and passenger safety are fundamental to Philippine Land Transportation Law with vehicle owners potentially for damage resulting from violations.
My topic is about passengers on the top cover of a vehicle, Section 32B. No person operating a motor vehicle shall allow any passenger to ride on the cover or top of such vehicles. Only baggage or freight may be carried on the top if there is a specific permit, and provided the weight doesn't exceed 20 kg per square meter and it is safely distributed. Next, failure to provide canvas or tarpaulin cover to cargo. Although RE 4136 doesn't explicitly mandate canvas covers, it states in Section 32A that no vehicle shall carry freight beyond its registered capacity. In practice, this is interpreted and enforced by the LTO or MMDA requiring tarpaulin or net coverings to prevent cargo from falling if not covered. The operator is deemed in violation of securing loads and controlling transport safety. The topic is about passengers on the top cover of a vehicle, Section 32B. No person operating a motor vehicle shall allow any passenger to ride on the cover or top of such vehicles. Only baggage or freight may be carried on the top if there is a specific permit, and provided the weight doesn't exceed 20 kg per square meter and it is safely distributed. Next, failure to provide canvas or tarpaulin cover to cargo. Although RE 4136 doesn't explicitly mandate canvas covers, it states in Section 32A that no vehicle shall carry freight beyond its registered capacity. In practice, this is interpreted and enforced by the LTO or MMDA requiring tarpaulin or net coverings to prevent cargo from falling if not covered. The operator is deemed in violation of securing loads and controlling transport safety.
So, good afternoon, Sir Paul, and I am Mabel D. Lato. So, on behalf of Miss Aquino's report, I am gonna be the one who gonna represent on her part of our report in the Unit 5, which is entitled Passengers on the Top Cover, Failure to Provide Canvas Cover to Cargoes, Permitting a Passenger to Ride on Running Board, Step Board, or Mudguard. So, prior to the discussion of Ms. Buliser, and after her report discussion, which is continued by Ms. Aquino, which is I'm gonna cover up her part, and for this we're gonna start about her report, which is number 3, permitting a passenger to ride on running board, step board, or mudguard. In Section 32C. So, in Section 32C, it states here that no drivers shall allow to any person to ride on the running board, step board, or mudguard of his motorcycle or vehicle for any purpose while the vehicle is in motion or while the vehicle is running. So, for its penalties or violations, for under Section 56 of Republic Act 4136 as amended by Batas Pambansa 398, violation of Section 32, including the 3 infractions above which is discussed by Ms. Buliser and Ms. Lato, those are punishable by a fine of not less than 100 peso and not more than 500 peso if the offender cannot pay. A subsidiary imprisonment may be applied. And for the next report, it may be continued by Miss Paderna. And that's all. Thank you.
There's sometimes confusion with Metro Manila's MMDA issued fines a 150 per code 046 for rooftops and passengers, but legally, the RE sets 100 pesos to 500 as the penalty range. Summary table: offense, riding on vehicle top, riding on running board step mudguard, overloading cargo, not securing no canvas cover, causing spill hazard, failure to secure load properly, or spillage. Law reference: RA RA 4136, Section 32, Section 32C, and Section 32A, interpreted via Section 32A plus LTO MMD, implementing rules, penalty, 100 to 500 peso fine, 100 to 500 peso fine, and Section 32, a 100 to 500 peso fine. And that's all. Thank you.